Hi everybody, I'm Teri from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group. And I want to thank Paperomia for asking me to do this with you guys. They have a postcard and image kit coming out. And they also have a paper pack as well. You can win the paper pack or a paper pack if you win the postcard challenge. And so these are all the ones that I'm not using here. So cute. They're just a little big for what I need. And then there's these two larger ones. And I did print, no, I didn't print anything on the backs of these because I wasn't going to use them. And there's some more. And then these are the backing papers they provided me with. I'm not sure which ones are going to be in the actual paper pack that you can win. I think it's these. We've got this Christmas tree one. And this really cool one with the diagonal plaid. Another diagonal plaid with poinsettias on it. This one with the stars on it. And this one with the holly on it. And one more with the snowflakes on it. Oh no, and one more dark plaid. Plus the two that I've chosen to use. Since we're not going to use these, I'm going to set them to the side along with the cards we're not going to use. Today's challenge is to make a postcard, decorate it, and leave space for a sentiment. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to make a stuffed postcard. So they'll have lots of places to write on the inside. Plus, this is a place for a recipe. But I know that some of the AI programs put nonsense script on there. So I think that's what happened here. So I think we're going to make a little tag with some lace around it or something and put the word recipe on there. So let's see how much we can get done. I'm using lumberjack plaid. It's the perfect Christmas red, but it gets all over you, just so you know. It's one of those ones. That one and Blue Mariner, Lost Mariner, whatever that one is, that blue one. They're just like super juicy and they get all over you. So all we're going to do is we're going to take these two. I printed on the back so there would be something on the inside. And we're going to put them together, and the pocket is going to be on the big side. Okay, so we're going to make it a top loading pocket. All right, so we're going to glue this like this. And hopefully we'll get quite a bit done. I set my timer for an hour. You're probably going, oh my gosh. But I don't think we'll need that long. Okay. I'm slow at decorating, so that might be the part that holds us up. So we put these two together. You want to make sure to line them up exactly. Okay, so now we have a top-loading pocket postcard. All right, we're not going to do anything else with that right this second. So we're going to set it aside. These are others that I had cut out that I decided not to use. These are all included in the kit. I like that one. I just had too many big ones to pick from. This one's really pretty with the little bird. Didn't even notice the little bird there. And this Merry Christmas one. And the Christmas tree one with the elves. So we'll set that to the side as well. Then the next thing we're going to do, actually, let's do what I should have done before we glued it together. Ta-da! Fabri-Tac. what we want to do is I want to put an eyelet in the top. So the first thing I'm going to do, hopefully they won't stick back together, is get it all lined up again. I might be able to do it with the with them glued together. I can make the hole for sure. I'm just worried about that crocodile part fitting inside. If I don't get this straight, then it's not going to be straight. I think I need more glue. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and glue them together. If I can't get an eyelet in there, I've got some of those paper circles, and we can use the red on that. Wow, that really doesn't want to move. We're going to have lace on it. Yeah, this side looks fine. This is the front. This is the back. There's just this little corner right here. In fact, I can fix that. There we go. Looks like I forgot to ink the bottom of. Let's go around the whole thing. Okay, so that's the back with the recipe spot. This is our front, and this is our pocket. So let's get out our crocodile. We're going to put it on 3/16. And then I'm going to eyeball a center, which I think is going to be right about where that flower is, only up a little bit, which is right about there. Then let's see if we have room for the crocodile to go inside. So we only need it to go this far. Sure we do. Okay. And I'm going to use, I don't have any red, and I don't want to use the copper, so I'm going to use gold. Somebody gave me all these. Thank you. I don't remember who it was. I got this lace from my friend Penny, and she's at Nantucket Ridge Journals. And a bunch of the extra stuff that we're going to be using I got from my friend Rose, and she's at, what is it? Something in Roses. With a Z. R-O-S-E-Z. Can't believe I can't remember the first part. Let me think about it. Okay. There we go. Oops. Oh, it's not on. Okay, there's that side. Now we'll do this side, I hope. So you want to set it on here, open it up, and then slide it in. And hopefully line it up with that little bump. Okay, there's the one on that side. Good deal. Okay, so now let's fix up some stuff to put in it, and then we'll decorate the outside. Okay, we're going to use these little guys here. These are going to be in pockets, or I'm going to make a belly band and slide them on there. Okay, one of them, these two are the belly bands. Oh, so that means these two got some Christmas washi. I've got red with Christmas trees or red with Christmas bells. I'm going to go red with the Christmas trees. And we're going to make a little booklet out of them. Let's see, what do I have in here? Or one that says Merry Christmas. I have a green one with snowflakes. Okay, so we're going to turn them this way. It's okay that they're different on the back. And you're going to washi one with the washi hanging out over the edge. Hopefully straighter than that. And this is pretty good washi. It sticks pretty well once you get it down. Okay. The vintage photo is out because I'm doing 3 projects at once. Okay. Then we're gonna, I think the easiest way would be to, goes here, would be to turn it over. Leave just a little gap so you can fold it. And then we're going to put some more of the washi on this side. It'll make a nice spine. I've done this before and sewn through the washi. So, if you want to glue yours, that's fine. It's cool. Well, it's a weensy bit crooked. There we go. And so now we bend it. Let's burnish it. Let's bend it back the other way, the way we want it to go. This will be our cover. Yeah, it is a little crooked. And then on the inside, here, we will make 2 belly bands, and we're going to make them so that they, do I want to do opposite or do I want them to match? Because I could try to do a hidden one on the red with this star right here in the middle, or flower. This way. I was going to put this on the front, but it's too big. I don't have any that are any smaller. let's do opposites. Okay, so the easiest way is to measure on the blank side, obviously. So we want it to be this tall. And I left everything white on the back so that all of these, I did ink them, but I left them white on the back so you had lots of space to write. Okay? Must be this one. Okay, and I want it to be about 1 inch wide. And then let's repeat the process for the other one. Well, let's go ahead and glue this one down. This is the messiest you will ever see my desk, I promise you. Anybody that's ever watched me before knows that it makes me crazy. Okay, put that there. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to make it this tall and 1 inch wide. Palm of my right hand is itching. What does that mean? I think it means I'm allergic to the ink. I don't think it means anything special. Guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to ink it. Can't really tell on the red. But you can see I haven't even touched the ink pad, and I still have this much left on my pad, or on my dauber. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to take this, go across, go across. Now hopefully, I was going to use pockets. I don't think that leaves enough room to put the cards in. Okay. Then inside of our booklet, I'm going to put a couple cards that we can write on. Let's put these little kids caroling in the front. And remember, they're white on the back. You could print them on some, something else. And then I think we'll have the two Santas here. Oh, we've got 3. I thought I had enough for all of them. Okay, so now you've got this little booklet with all these little writing cards in it. So put that over there. Then we've got this pretty thing of hot cocoa that these little ice skating kids are going to come inside and have some. And I was thinking of maybe putting this on the back as a pocket, and then you could find some little ephemera pieces or some little somethings to stick inside. Because I didn't look for any. You know, I could cut this Christmas tree down. So I wasn't really planning on making this into a pocket. It just popped into my head. That's why I didn't have anything ready to put inside of it. I did all this stuff ahead of time so it wouldn't be too much time for you. And like I said, I'm kind of a slow decorator, so I'm not very good at it either. Okay, now, that Christmas tree, it sure would. Let me cut this Christmas tree out. Maybe not even that narrow. Okay, let's take a little bit off the other side. So that it looks, you know, so the square is there. And then, you know, really though, I should take the bottom and the top off because of the writing. So that's going to mess up with our pretty corners. But let me re-ink it. Dauber. Here it is. You still have the elves decorating the tree. I should have done a little off each side and brought it down to this green. Let me see what else I've got to make it a little more even, maybe. See, that's too, that wreath is too wide, I think. Let me cut it down to the gold and let's see where we're at. Because I really do like that wreath with the bird in it. Yeah, see, it's still too wide. Yeah, because it goes this way, actually. That's cute. Won't fit in there, though. We can ink it and leave it as a loose piece. It'll carry away with the ink there. So then I have to get a little carried away all the way around or it doesn't match. And there's still room to write. Like to and from, to so-and-so, from so-and-so, right? So leave that as a loose piece. This fits, right? So we'll slide it in there. So we've got these 3 pieces to go inside our postcard. So now let's take a look at our postcard. We wanted to do something right here. And I think I like this plaid. And I just want to cover up that script right there and switch it to the white side. So let's from the inside of the red to the edge of the card is this wide. Let's cut it like that first. Because we're not going to need a very big piece, because we're just going to make a background piece, and then we're going to put a... Oh, look, and that star's right in the middle. That's perfect. Yeah, and we wouldn't even have to write recipe on there, because it's kind of understood that a recipe would go there. Because that way we don't have to cover up the star. However, I do think that I'm going to put this on a piece of chipboard to raise it up. And I don't have any, the lace I was going to use isn't wide enough. And I don't want to go to white. Wonder, she gave me these little pins too, or clothespins. I wonder if we could do top and bottom. All right, let's do that. Piece this size. Temporary, because we're going to use some more of this lace. All right, so let's at least with Fabri-Tac on glass, you can just wipe it right up. Okay. Get off my finger. Now we want the ruffly side out. So we'll put this one here. And we'll put this one here. I forgot to turn my timer on. Oh, we're at 30 minutes. We're fine. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. Since it's a postcard, though, do I want to raise that whole thing up? Or do I just want to leave it with the ruffle, with the lace? I think I'm just going to leave it with the lace. I could put a piece of chipboard underneath it and it would raise the whole thing up. But I think we want to stay away from that on this project. So we'll put this here. Line it up with the edge of the fireplace. That lines you right up with the edge of the red. And there we've covered the nonsense text. And there's somewhere for you to write like a little pretend recipe right here. You could have made it a little narrower and left that other little bit of text with the first couple of lines of a pretend recipe. That's totally up to you. Okay, so now the front side, this is the red velvet that we're going to tie this with, because these are all going to go inside. Make it a stuffed postcard. Then we're going to take this lace that we were just using. Reminds me of this lace, but that's white. I don't want white. I want to match these colors and not just the apron color. So we're going to go all the way around. Okay. Now I do this a little odd. I glue it down and then cut it off most of the time. I didn't on those little ones, did I? You want to be able to see the red inking that we did, but you don't want to obliterate this yet. I think we're going to, but so there's that. It was good until it was stuck to my finger. And then we'll do the other side. Maybe we should just do the two sides in the bottom because of the eyelet at the top. Let's do the two sides first and see what it looks like with just the two sides done. It's kind of pretty. I don't know though. I think I want the bottom done as well. Okay. And I know this is not going to give me a mitered corner. It's all right. I never can get the angles right, and I'd rather not waste the lace. Okay. Okay, do I want to do just those three sides and have the ribbon at the top? Nope, I think it looks silly without the top being done. Okay, so let's put some glue on here. Pretty big postcard. This is not a postcard you could put in the mail. This is a postcard that you would have to use as a card. I should have made a postcard that you can put in the mail for inside, but I didn't think of that. I've got a, see, all the big ones are printed on the back, and this one's too small to send through the mail. You know what? Why don't we ink this up and put it inside too? Why not? What's it gonna hurt? That little bit of paper is not gonna make any difference. A couple of little sentiments in there. There we go. Now I was thinking that we could also, these look too yellow, I think. And the lace is white. What about these? I like them. All right, where's the end? All right, so what we're going to do, well, looks like there's a little kink. Let's fix that. Okay. So we're going to, let me start from the other end. There's not a kink there. No, let's start from the other end of the strip. And then if you have a small something that you can put in the corner here, if I had a thicker velvet, I would put a big red velvet bow there to match the one at the top. Nope, he just got a piece of paper and he ran away with it. Darn it. My dog, Oz. I thought I got all the paper picked up when I was trimming paper a minute ago. Okay. It's not going to be my fault when you go potty and it's all paper. Okay, it will be my fault, but I don't know why he likes paper so much, but he does. He'll do just about anything to get a piece of paper, and that was a pretty good sized piece too, and he ran away with it. Lickety split. Oops. Darn it. See, it gives me a little leverage to have that extra. Did you eat that paper already? Huh? Did you eat that big piece of paper already? He's back in here looking for more. It's just craziness. It's mayhem around here. I think I'm going to cut this little bitty piece off if I can. And these are like putting on flat back pearls. These are flat on the back, and you just lay them down. Probably could have just gone around the corner with them. Oh well. I'm committed now to this. Not committed. Debatable. Let's see, that's one back. I should have cut this one back. There we go. And I'm not very good at tying bows, so don't laugh at my red bow. Yeah, that worked out perfect. Look at that. Okay, so now we've got that. We've got our eyelet. We got our washi thing. We did our lace. Looks like all we need to do is put our stuff inside our stuffed postcard. Let's put our little journal in first, our little folio in first, and put it so you can grab this first, so that when you put other stuff in, it doesn't go down inside. So you're going to put that in first. And then you can put the other stuff in any order that you want. I would put these on the top. Maybe next to each other like that. Put them in there. Put them down far enough that they're not blocking the eyelet. Okay. And the final touch is to tie it shut. Let's see, I did that wrong. The red velvet part on the outside. There we go. I'm going to put it through like this. Make a bow like that. Well, it's kind of ugly, but it's there. I don't know how to do it where they both come out on the same side. Somebody showed me once, and I do not remember. I think you make 2 bunny ears and tie it that way, I think. But I have a problem. I have neuropathy in my fingers, so I don't feel anything much. And I'm surprised I can still craft. I'm very grateful. There we go. Ta-da! And that's our stuffed postcard. What do you guys think? I like it. Still got the holly in the corners. You could cover up one corner if you wanted with a something. I don't know what, but some little lace doily, a piece of one or something. And then put a little flower in the middle or something like that, or a little piece of fake holly. You could do that. There's a couple other things you could do. But we're at 45 minutes, so we're out of time. So that's going to be our project for today. I'll take photos of it as well and put it in the group. And then the video, I think this is going to be a Wednesday video. This doesn't look right. Okay. That's better. All right, so that's going to be it. And thank you for joining me in this festive Christmas holiday project. And good luck in the drawing. I'm not going to be in the drawing. This is just a video on, showing you what you could do. You can, you're of course going to make your own. You don't have to make a stuffed one. This is just an example. Okay? The whole idea is to have it decorated so that you have places to write sentiments. There's places on the inside on all this stuff to write sentiments. Merry Christmas. A little recipe on the back that has like 3 sentences. Maybe some no-bake oatmeal cookies or something. Yeah, and so that's it. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you later. I want to thank Paperomia first again, and I enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.